The table shows the number of softballs that fit into a given number of containers. Each container holds the same number of balls. Well, let's go ahead and draw a container. So here's a container, and that container contains 2 balls. So we have 1, 2. Now let's go ahead and draw a second container. A second container would contain also 2 balls, and so there's the 3rd ball and the 4th ball. And so now we get to the 3rd container. The 3rd container right here has also 2 balls, and so ball number 5 and ball number 6. And so that represents this entry right there, whereas the first container represented that entry. So let's go ahead and draw 2 more containers. So we'll go ahead and draw this container that has 2 balls. I have balls 7 and 8. And then container, the 5th one, would have 2 balls, and it also would have balls number 9 and 10. And so that represents this entry, because there's 5 containers. So let's go ahead and figure out a pattern. What's the pattern in our problem here? Well, if you go 1 times 2, 1 times 2 equals 2. And then 3 times 2 is equal to 6. And then 5 times 2 is equal to 10. See, the 2 comes from the number of balls that are in each container. So to get to the number of containers on this one, we know that we need to multiply a number times 2 is 16. And so what number times 2 equals 16? Well, another way we can look at it is 16 divided by 2 is equal to that number, and that number is 8. And so the number of containers in that problem would be 8. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit, and the number we'd actually enter here would be the number 8. So this is Yo-Yo Juice Sticks. This is one way to solve the problem. You may have another way, and as long as you can understand it and your friends can understand it too, then it's a great way to solve the problem.